Hi, Assalamualaikum. This is another video of ELC 590, Introduction to Speech Part 1. To start off this video, I want to ask you guys a few questions. As a student, have you ever been in a situation when despite how hard you have studied, you still end up failing in your tests or exams? Or have you ever met someone who doesn't put as much effort into studying but still managed to pass their test with flying colors? The reason why I am asking this question is because I personally have experienced this kind of situation before. So to tell you a little bit about my experience, at that time I was having this chemistry test. So chemistry was not my strong subject. So I studied really hard for it. I studied like until midnight. I studied for hours until midnight. I made notes worth 5 pages. Even after I got up the next morning for the test, I still read my notes repeatedly over and over again. And there is this one classmate of mine, like when I met him on the morning before the test, he was like really chill about it. He was not as anxious as me about the test. So I asked him, have you studied everything? Have you memorized whatever need to be memorized? And he told me that he only read the slides, the lecture slides from his phone. He didn't even write a single notes about our test. So the result, as you guys can guess it, he actually scored better than me. So I started wondering at this point, I started wondering, where is the wrong? Is there something wrong with me, or is there something wrong with the way I studied? So I did some research and everything, and I discovered there are actually some ways to make your study effective so that you can have better outcomes. So I will be sharing with you the tips I use to make my study more effective so that I don't waste my efforts. So the first method that I will share to you is to figure out your learning style. So you can actually use this VARK model, VARK model, which stands for visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetic. The VARK model actually determines what type of learners are you, because some people actually have different way of learning. Alright, so myself, for example, I am the auditory and reading type of learners, in which to be able to understand the topic, the lesson better, I need to have the auditory stimulation, and I need to write notes so that I can memorize, I can understand the topic better. So you can actually find this quiz to determine what type of learners you are from the internet. It's all over the Google. You can just search it up, and you can try to do the quizzes yourself so that you can know what type of learners you are. So the second tip is to make your study interesting. So what a tip that I can share to you on how to make your study interesting is to listen. For example, me myself, I listen to my favorite songs so that I can like chill to my songs while studying, and I will not feel sleepy when I listen to my favorite song while studying. Another tip that I can share is called the secret crush tip, in which you imagine yourself having someone you like looking at you while you're studying. So when you have the thought of someone you like is watching over you, you will automatically have the will to study, to focus more on your lessons, because you want to appear good in your imaginary crush eyes, right? So these are the two methods that I actually use to study, to make my study interesting and fun and not boring. So to end this video, what I can say is you should, if you're still struggling to improve your grades, and that no matter how much effort you had put in your study and you still not satisfied with your result, maybe you should try changing your way of studying and find the most effective, most optimum study condition. And maybe the whole time, during the whole time, you have been studying the wrong way. And I'll end this video with a quote from Amy Lucas, which is, "Don't study hard, but study smart." With that, I'll end my video. See you in the next video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.